Good morning, everybody. I am just going to give this a minute to start because the last time I started it, it shut down on me. So I want to make sure that we are good to go. Caitlin's here. All right, we are good to go. Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you to the fall 2019 Marketing to Millionaires Intensive. I am thrilled to be here with all of you today. My team and I have been prepping an amazing event for all of you. And I just couldn't be more thrilled to be here with all of you and help you learn this information. I know that a lot of you are doing this intensive for a second time because you got such great results the first time around. So I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to bring you this information. And we are going to be spending the day teaching you all things marketing to millionaires so that you can increase your profit, increase your freedom in your business. So the first thing I want to let you know is as you jump on, please introduce yourself. Please let us know where you're from. If you've let us know a little bit about your business and what your profitpreneur profile type is, if you know it. And if not, we will drop a link so that you can find it out on the break. The first session that we're going to be doing here today is going to be a little bit longer. I aim to keep all the sessions at about 30 minutes, but we're going to do a little bit longer this morning just so I can get you off onto a good foot and make sure that you've got everything you need to be highly successful during this event. Like I said, you do not want to miss a moment of this, either whether it's live, which is preferable so that you can keep up, or in the replays so that you get all of the information that you need. Because I will tell you that we heard over and over and over again that people were implementing this information on the spot, right? On the spot to clients and in conversations they were having, and they were closing business as a result of the strategies that I'm going to be giving you all day today and in the bonus sections over the next 2 days. So first of all, let's talk about that. So all of you should have this beautiful brand new workbook. We have updated the workbook from the last intensive, which is very exciting. If you do not have this workbook, that means you are not officially registered. So my invitation to you is to go and get registered right now at marketingtomillionaires.com. Make sure you enter your text message because we have some amazing bonuses for you guys, including a very cool sales bonus that I pulled directly from our Profitology Business Incubator for you guys that is going to help you get to to hit six figures quickly utilizing this system. So you want to make sure that you are registered, and then my team is going to do everything they can to make sure that you've got everything you need. Speaking of team, I would like to introduce you to the most fabulous team on the planet. Those of you who are my clients will tell you guys I am blessed to have the greatest team in the world. I am sure of it. We love each other. We are family, and you now are a part of our family. So welcome, because we are thrilled to be here and be of service to you. So let me just really quickly run down who is on our team. So number one, we've got an entire team of concierge that are here. If Innovate Concierge is monitored by several different people throughout the intensive so that we can make sure that we get all of your needs. That is your first line of defense. If you're missing something, if you can't find the homework, if you are confused about something, if you need information that you can't find, direct message Innovate Concierge. Now, just mind you, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people registered for this intensive. And so people are going to be live, people are going to be watching the replays. And so just give her a minute, give her and the team a minute to get back to you if you do need something, because we are serving a lot of people today on this intensive. Okay, so that's Innovate Concierge. Our concierge team is headed by Jasmine Claro. She is also going to be available if you need her. She is the entire community manager and director. We also have Grace Finley, who reports directly to Jasmine. And she is here helping to make sure that you guys have everything that you need, which is amazing. And then we also have Sonia Nigley, who is our Director of Client Services. She is fantastic. She is the one that can help you. I mean, first of all, she can help you with anything. She's been a client of mine for years. She started working with us, and now she is back. And she is helping people that have any questions about enrollment and or getting anything that you need during this intensive, as well as our accountability consultant, Ravi Tor, who manages our entire accountability program for the Profitology Business Incubator. Ravi's going to keep you guys on track. So don't ignore Ravi, right? She is going to help make sure that you guys are getting through the homework, that you are getting the feedback that you need, that you are getting, that you're getting it done so that you can get results. That is Ravi's job. She's going to make sure everyone has everything they need to make sure that they knock it out of the ballpark with this intensive. For those of you who have not been to an intensive like this online before, what I want to let you know is you are in for a real treat. This is a live, real-time workshop where I am going to be teaching you, and then we are going to have you post homework in the threads, and my team and I are going to be reviewing every single post that you guys post, and we're going to be providing you real-time consulting feedback. So you want to make sure that you are doing the homework. And again, for those of you who just joined, if you did not download this, that means you're not officially registered. It means you're missing out on this. I think it's like 20 pages of a homework book, which you're going to need to complete the homework. It's also got all of the schedule for the next 3 days in here, as well as you are going to be missing out on the text bonuses that we are going to be sending you. So make sure that you jump in and grab that. All right, I'm just double checking my notes. So again, warm welcome to all of you. I know a lot of you are new to me. I'm going to introduce myself officially in a moment. Yeah, I think we're good. One other thing, replays are only going to be available until tomorrow night at midnight Pacific Standard Time. That means someone on my team loves you all very much, because they're going to be staying up to make sure that you can get the replays until the last moment. So you are going to want to schedule this out. Again, I really attempt to keep these concise so that you have enough time to digest the material, do the homework, check your voicemail and whatever you need to do, and your email in between sessions, and then we will jump on to the next session at 10 a.m. So very excited for all of you to be here. Let's jump in. So first of all, I want to welcome, I believe have about 400 new members that we have invited in that are brand new to our Profitpreneur Circle and who could be brand new to me. So for those of you, allow me just a moment to introduce myself. My name is Kelly O'Neill. I am a brand marketing and profit strategist. And I started off my career in corporate America in public relations and brand marketing. And I mean, I literally, you guys, when I was 19 years old, I was stuffing freaking press kits by hand with paper and sending them out through snail mail. Like that is how old school my marketing acumen goes back to. And throughout my career, I had a very successful corporate career. I found my niche in brand marketing positioning, and I just took to it. It was easy for me. It was natural for me. And what I did was I got called into companies to help them reposition themselves to either get acquired or go public, or to position launches, or to increase their business valuation and get funding. So I was hired by some of the top companies in Silicon Valley, Intuit, eVoice, which was later acquired by AOL Time Warner, Ironport, which received $18 million in funding with one email I sent. So this was kind of the career that I was in. And then I transitioned. I realized at a certain point in my career, I was looking at all of this light is coming in the funkiest place here. I keep trying to lean forward. That's why I keep getting closer to you guys. You're like getting the close-up mugshot. What was I saying? I saw a consultant's invoice come across the desk, and I was like, wait a minute. I need to stop working for the man. I need to start opening my own company. So I did. In 2001, I opened a consultancy, and I was doing brand marketing, positioning, communications. And I started working with a variety of different companies, from small businesses to other tech companies, including Morpheus, and then transitioned my business in 2003 after a very successful corporate client I was working with, Morpheus. If you guys remember Napster, you might remember Morpheus. I helped them win their lawsuit. I was able to shut down a bill in Congress that was going to be very bad for all of us. And I kind of reached the pinnacle of my career in my very late 20s, early 30s. And that's when I started to really, I have a passion for entrepreneurship. And people kept coming to me and saying, how did you create so much success so quickly after starting your own business? And what I didn't have the words for at the time was, I'm marketing to millionaires. I'm marketing to high ticket services to high ticket clients. And that is how I built my business. And my very first year in business, I cleared $300,000. Now, by all means, please do not think that I've not had ups and downs in businesses, because I most certainly have, as have every entrepreneur. But the one thing that I did do right from the get-go was, I've always focused my attention for the bread and butter of my company on really selling premium services to premium buyers at premium prices. And you're going to learn why that is easier, why it's more profitable for your business, and why it's actually more fun for you as a business owner. And for those of you who think it might be hard, I am going to dispel that myth, because it is actually a lot easier than marketing to marketing mass marketing, right? It's a lot easier than marketing mediocre priced services to the sea of competition that is out there. And I'm just curious, for a lot of you, how many of you feel like you are like one of your struggles is that you're in a very saturated market? Just kind of drop that below in the comments, because I'd like to see that. You know, it is very saturated nowadays, especially because online marketing, right? Online marketing made it a lot easier for people to start businesses, right? So that was the good news. The not so good news is it really flooded the market with a lot of people, and a lot of people, quite frankly, who are not as qualified as we are, right? Not as qualified as you are, not as qualified as I am. And so they are, you know, but they're good at making noise, which makes it harder for the rest of us to get heard. So we're going to be talking about how to also break through that noise today. All right. So you've got your homework assignment. So now what I do today is I have a private consulting practice. I work with very high-end clients on helping them to, you know, scale past 7 figures, and also do it in a way that they are working smarter, not harder, because I am a big believer in quality of life. And for example, I don't work normally more than 30 hours a week on any given week. I have a life outside of my business. I have family. I've got a lot of friends. I've got amazing little puppies that hopefully you will not hear throughout this intensive. And I have other things going aside from my business, and I want to be able to enjoy those, right? My objective in my business, and my objective for you and all of my clients that I'm looking to reach, is to help you learn the strategies that are going to help you to work smarter, so that you can live life from a place of choice. That's a place of your choosing, whatever that looks like to you. And if that means that you want the mansion and the Ferraris, by all means. If that means that you want to work part-time and pull multiple 6 figures and live a really great life so that you can be at home with your kids in the afternoon, by all means, right? Whatever your choosing is, there's no hard and fast rules with the clientele that I work with. The only one is, I want you to identify what you want your life and your business to look like, and then I want you to be strategic in going to get it. Marketing to millionaires is one of those strategies. And so we are going to dive in. Who is ready? I am so, oh my gosh, look at all of you on here. I am so excited. All right, here we go. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is we're going to talk about how to identify your ideal affluent client profile. So one of the things that that is so important about this is, and I don't mean to alarm anyone, and this is not the most fun conversation, but it's necessary. And I've been having it with my students in my Profitology Business Incubator, and that is that we are heading into a recession. So back in January, I did kind of a State of the Union, and I talked about a lot of different things. I talked about what's going on with the economy. I talked about what's going on with buyers. I talked about that that analysts are predicting that we are going to go into a recession by the end of this year, if not the beginning of next year. And I gave a lot of statistics and facts and figures about that. I talked about a lot of things. I also talked about the errors in the coaching industry that I see and why I believe that's going to implode. But that's a whole different subject that I could go off on for about 92 years. But we're not going to go there right now. The good thing is that one of the key strategies to being able to position yourself for the recession, because here's what I want you to know. There's nothing to be scared of if you are being strategic and you are positioning your business to ride it through. During the last recession, I had my most successful years of business to date. Highly profitable, very successful. And the reason for that is because I knew that it was coming. I knew that I needed to position myself to be different than everyone else in the marketplace. And I also knew that I needed to really focus on high-end clientele. So you guys right now, just for being on this, you are in the right place, because you are going to get this strategy under your belt, and you are going to, by the time you leave, you're going to have your strategic plan to be able to go out and market to millionaire clients. And that alone is going to be a game changer for you, because they are still going to be buying. They may be buying a little differently, but they are still going to be buying. In fact, your millionaire clients, your affluent clientele are the ones that are going to look at the recession as a massive opportunity, right? Those of us who are at the top of our game also look at this as a massive opportunity, because what's going to happen is the people that don't have, like for my business, this is going to be fantastic. Right? And the reason why is because it's going to wipe, and I mean, this is horrible, but this is what's going to happen, unfortunately, because there's so many people that are not prepared. It's going to ultimately, the people that have not taken their business seriously, the people who have not developed strategies to get around this, the people who have ignored it or who do not have solid business frameworks, unfortunately, a lot of them are going to end up going out of business. But what that does is, for those of us who are prepared, for those of us who are positioned to succeed, we are going to catapult and skyrocket. And that is what I'm going to help you guys do. So one of the things that I want you to know is that the number of millionaires is set to rise. I've got some statistics here, to 72.5% by the end of next year. What we know is, and I'm not going to go too deep into this, but what we know is, we know that the middle class is evaporating. There are a gazillion different studies about this. If you're following the markets, which I do, I follow the market so I can bring this information to you guys. So we are following the markets to make sure that we know what's going on and that we can help our clients position their businesses correctly to make sure that they excel in all markets. And so we know that the number of millionaires is growing by leaps and bounds. So that means, you guys have probably heard this before, the richer are getting richer and the poorer are getting poorer, right? The middle class is starting to evaporate, right? Meaning that the buyers that a majority of entrepreneurs are set up to go after are evaporating. And this, because if you look at the bell curves of the market, it's like it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And so that means that there's two sides of the fence, right? There's either the people that are doing really well, and then the people that unfortunately are not doing really well. And here's what I want to tell you. from a business decision. Now, I know a lot of you, because I get this all the time, and I get this too because I'm like this as well. You want to help, and you want to help everyone no matter what their economic means are. I get that. There's ways to be able to do that. There's ways to be able to help the people that want to be helped that maybe can't afford your premium services. That is not a good business strategy. Marketing to broke people, write this down. Marketing to broke people is not a good business strategy. It is not good for business. It is not good for your bottom line. It does not put you more in a place of choice. It does not help you have the life that you desire. And quite frankly, if your business isn't thriving, you are not going to be able to help all of the people that you are, or serve all of the people that you are meant to serve. Okay, I'm just gonna have a little sip of some of you may know, I'm on a green juice, I'm on a raw cleanse for 28 days. So this is celery juice. Okay, so what we wanna do is we really wanna help you focus on that. And a big part of the problem with a lot of the entrepreneurial trainings out in the market, and my clients will tell you, what we do here is very different than, there's nothing else like it on the market. There's nothing. I created a process called the profitology process. In fact, actually, I'm gonna have my team shoot you guys a text that has our profitology crash course in it, or we'll send it somehow. We'll post it, we'll do something with it. But we've really structured our businesses to help people build sustainable businesses in the right order. And a lot of the training out there is really broken, right? A lot of how people have created results is not by being strategic, it's by hustling and grinding. I mean, how many times a day do you guys see these posts? It actually, I roll my eyes when I see it. When I see all these trainings that are posting, you just need to hustle. You need to just rise and grind. Like, get it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm too old for that shit. Like, I don't want to rise and grind. I want to rise and have a nice cappuccino, right? Like, I want to have a green juice and sit in my healing garden in my backyard. I'm too old for this hustle stuff. You guys, here's what I want you to know. With my clients, strategy is the new hustle, right? We're strategic. And so our stuff works, and we don't have to work that hard. We are not constantly grinding and doing and adding more and more and more and more. It's exhausting. It is not sustainable. And ultimately, it kind of feels good to some people because they feel like I'm being really productive. I got so much stuff done. But are you even getting the right stuff done? Are you? Do you know? Like, are you sure? Because a lot of times what ends up happening is when I'm working with my clients, again, they will tell you that when I get in, I'm like, stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Well, but my coach, no, stop. Like, that's not going to help you that's not going to help you get the results you want to get. So I've got good news for you. You don't have to do that anymore. And we're helping them get really strategic about the way that they're marketing their business. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later today. Okay. So, it's like all of it with there's a place for it. I'm not going to say that, and I'm not going to say we don't use it, but there's, the long funnels and the all of the Facebook ads and all of the slick marketing, stuff that people make you do. It's like we've forgotten how to pick up the phone and have real relationships with people, which is going to yield you results. You're going to hear from my client, Wendy, tomorrow. She and I are going to be talking about a grassroots strategy that she used that got her traction in her business in less than 30 days, where she not only sold clients, but got a ton more opportunity in less than 30 days, like offline. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. You don't have to do all this complicated, high-tech, multiple funnel, tripwire crap. Like, you don't need to do all of that when marketing. In fact, it won't work with your affluent clients. So you don't need to do that. All right. So if you are ready to market to millionaires, right, you are in the right place, right? They don't want your affluent clients don't want to be bothered with this craziness. All right, let's jump into how to actually identify your ideal client profile. The first thing is in this homework, and again, I'm just going to say this again because I know a lot of new people join. If you don't have this, this means you're not officially registered for the intensive, which means you're missing out on this and all the bonuses and everything else. So go to marketingtomillionaires.com. It's going to prompt you. You're going to get an autoresponder. It's going to show you exactly where you need to go to register right now and grab this juicy little bundle of Marketing to Millionaires love. Okay, it also in here talks about how to get the most out of the intensive, including applying for a hot seat. Only registered people can apply for a hot seat. So if you want me to consult you, the link to apply for the hot seat is right in here in your workbook. And I am going to be doing, I think 3. We're going to be doing 3 hot seats. We introduced this last time and you guys loved them so much. So I am going to zhuzh up some Marketing to Millionaire brilliance for you guys in your hot seat. All right. So hold on, I'm getting to this. I've created a lot of questions in here that are going to really help you to identify your ideal client profile. Right? And they're based not only on what's called psychographics, which is the way they think and feel, but it's also based upon demographics. Okay. So what I want to do, I mean, you guys can go through here and answer the questions. And once you do, you're going to have your profile. But what I want to do is I want to tell you a little bit more about who these affluent individuals are so that you can get inside their head. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this and then I'm going to give you the homework at the end. All right. So the good thing that I want to share with you guys is a lot of people, when they think of Marketing to Millionaires, they think of like the billionaires that are sailing on the yachts and, own 10 private vacations houses. So that is a sect of millionaire or billionaire clients. Absolutely. Without a doubt. But that is not all. In fact, really, the difference between someone who is a millionaire client and someone who is, more in the masses, it really comes down to, this is going to be a game changer for you guys. It's their mindset, right? Their mindset is what creates the financial success. So they start to think differently, then they create the financial success. So how many people in this group have the potential, if you're not already, have the potential of being millionaires? All of you. All of you. Because what it really is, it's a shift in thinking. So we call our tribe of people profitpreneurs. And what profitpreneurs really means is they're millionaires in the making. That is what they are, because we are training you to think and act and operate your business like millionaire business owners. So I want to share with you a little bit about exactly what that looks like so that you can apply that to your ideal client profile. Okay, so there's several different levels of millionaire clients, right? So the first one is what we call the mass affluent. Right? Mass affluent are they're really easy to get to, and it's a really interesting. In fact, I'm sure that there are loads of you who are mass affluent in this group. The statistics show that mass affluent buyers start at about $75,000 per year annual household income. Now, depending on where you live, that's either going to make you mass affluent or it's not going to matter. Like as an example, if you're making $75,000 a year in Manhattan, or in the Bay Area where I grew up, you're broke, like you're poverty level, right? But if you're making $75,000 and you're living in Ohio, you're doing real good, right? So it depends on where they live. But here's what we need to know with this mass affluent buyer. This is where it starts to shift for them. They've had a taste of the good life, right? They've started to enjoy the finer things in life. Maybe they are the people who have upgraded to a Mercedes-Benz C-Class or a BMW 3 Series. They've had the opportunity to go, they've gone and bought something at a high-end luxury store, or they've got a beautiful house, right? These are the types of things. It's like they've gotten a taste of the good life, and here's why that's important. They want more. Right? They want more. And so they're very driven individuals, and they are ready to take it to the next level, right? So that is what our mass affluent people are, right? They're probably shopping at, they're still shopping at Target. I mean, I love a little Target. In fact, I also love a little TJ Maxx while we're at it, by the by. This came from, where did this come from? Marshall's. Yes, love it. Good. I love a good deal. Okay, so at your affluent buyers, right? Your affluent buyers have annual household incomes of about 150,000 to 250,000, right? Their net worth, generally including like their properties or their real estate investments, is generally about $1 million. These people they're good, right? These are what we would consider your millionaire, your middle class millionaires, right? They are doing well. They've got nice cars. They've got, you know, a nice house. They're having nice experiences. By the way, I'm going to talk to you, for all of you who are in transformational services, I'm going to give you a really exciting piece of information in a minute. But our affluent clients, like, they're good, right? They're usually middle-class executives, a lot of entrepreneurs, and they are really like on the rise, right? We know that, and that's what we call our middle-class millionaires. Our ultra affluent millionaires these are where people are starting to get wealthy, right? Like, maybe they might be starting to travel privately. They are looking for the best of the best experience, whether it be in business or in work, right? Their annual household income exceeds $250,000, but it's much more close to the $1 million mark generally. And their net worth exceeds 10 million. So this class of buyers, I mean, they're busy, right? Most people, just so that you guys know, most millionaires are not inherited millionaires. They're not trust fund babies. Most millionaires, in fact, are entrepreneurs. How exciting is that? In fact, most millionaires and entrepreneurs, and only second to that, are like executives of public companies, right? Like your CEOs, your C-class executives in companies. So that is what we're looking for. So you can imagine when you're getting at, like, these people are busy, right? They want the finer things in life. They are willing to pay top dollar to get the results and the experience that they desire. So those are our ultra affluent. And then ultra affluent are the ones that you think of. Those are the Robin Leach lifestyle of the, you know, champagne darling lifestyle of the rich and famous. You know, they're on the yachts, they're, you know, the Kardashians, right? Ultra affluent, right? These are the types of people. Richard Branson, ultra affluent. These are those types of people. Their net worth is usually starting at 10 million, but more commonly it's in the 20 to $50 million range. Okay. So I also want to talk to you about the sub niches, because I think this is so important when you are going to identify your target market, you guys. It is not just about how much money they make. In fact, what I will let you know is your affluent clients, they differ in degree, but not of values, right? So we're going to be talking a lot about how to get into the mindset. In fact, I'm doing a special bonus call. Do not miss it. It is going to be on Friday morning at some time. Guess what? This is why we put the schedule in your workbook. Don't miss that, because I'm going to be talking to you about how to really crawl inside the head of affluent buyers and exactly how they think and feel, which is critical to your marketing effort. So that was the favorite. I mean, everyone loved this, right? They loved the intensive last time, but they loved that session a lot. Like, it was a game changer for a lot of people. But I want to talk to you about the sub niches, because as you are going into your target market, one of the ways that I talk a lot about in positioning, right? When I'm helping my clients position, which my clients now know how absolutely monumentally critical positioning is. When I'm talking about positioning, and we're talking about you becoming the go-to expert in your niche, like when people say marketing to the affluent, they say Kelly O'Neill. Like, if they're going to interview, in fact, actually I have an interview scheduled for Saturday. I'm doing a TV segment for someone I know here in town. And how was that? Someone said, I need to talk to someone who understands how to market to affluent people. They're like, well, talk to Kelly O'Neill, right? You want to be that in your industry. You want to have that locked up positioning in your industry, which is like a whole different subject. But what I want to say as it pertains to your millionaire clients is one of the ways for you to really differentiate yourself in the market is to niche, right? For you to really specialize in whatever it is that you're doing and for you to niche. So these subcategories are really important and they're going to help you get really, really, really specific. Okay. So when you're going after, like, as an example, Wendy, I don't want to blow her story, but Wendy's going to tell you how she niched beautifully, and how it's taking off for her with divorced, affluent women. That is a niche. She's going to be talking about that tomorrow, right? Heidi is going to be talking to you about how she niched with affluent celebrity clientele, right? And the people that serve those celebrities. So we're going to be talking about those two things tomorrow. But these sub niches are so important. So for those of you who are in the transformational space, I have such good news for you. In fact, actually, this is good information for all of you to have, but there is a category of affluent buyers. We call them affluent butterflies. And what we're finding is that we've gotten to an era in the way that affluent customers are buying in general, where they've got enough stuff, right? They've got enough stuff. They don't, for a lot of them, they're like, I don't need another Ferrari. Like, how many planes can you have, or how many houses can you have? They're less interested in stuff and they are more interested in having an amazing life experience. So for those soft services that are things like actually both Heidi and Wendy both offer what I would call soft services. They're not offering business to business services. They're offering transformational experiences. As well as my client Suzanne Mueller and a lot of my other clients. What's happening with them is these people, they're like, I want a better life. Like, I want more time with my kids. I want to create unforgettable memories. I want to be happy. I want to be fit. I want to feel good. And they're taking their investments away from all of the crap. In fact, a lot of them with this minimalist movement, they're selling all their crap. They're like, I don't want it. They don't want the upkeep. I know several of my friends who owned multiple houses and they're like, I want to get rid of them. Like, do you know what it takes to upkeep several houses and how much money it costs? Like, I'd rather take that money and go live in the Bahamas with my kids for not the Bahamas, but actually the reason I said that is because I actually had a friend that went and lived in the Bahamas. Thank God she left for the hurricanes, but they want to go live on an island somewhere. They want to have these experiences where they have the quality of time to create the memories and actually experience joy and happiness in their life. Like, that's more important. We call these buyers affluent butterflies. They also are very into transformational spiritual experiences that are going to help them to become better human beings and enjoy life more. We went through a period as a world where it was very like grind, hustle, drive, just hard hitting. Like, we went through this period of that and people are burned out by it. I've got another client, Carrie Brzezinski, who actually works with those people. She made an entire business out of helping burned out CEOs recover and get back on their game, and reduce their stress in their life. People are buying this. Your affluent buyers want less stress, they want more time, and they want more convenience, and they want better memories, right? It is less about the stuff at this point in marketing to affluent clients. I want to let you know that. So some of these sub niches that you can choose, you can choose to go after these people that are into the transformational space. You can also look to go after people that are in a specific hobby. I worked with a client at a time that was, she taught Pilates to people who play golf, right? So her whole affluent sub niche was golfers, right, at country clubs. And we got her a bunch of deals with different country clubs. I've worked with interior designers who want to work with affluent individuals who are building green homes, right? So the more that you can niche down in your ideal client profile, I promise you, the more profitable that you will be. I'm going to give you one more example, and then I'm going to turn you loose on your homework. So I hope you guys all have your workbook because you're going to need it to do your homework. When I did some research, and it was so interesting because a lot of you, and I'm curious how many of you, and just, we're all friends here, right? Like, I promise you, we are all in the same boat. That's why we are all here, right? We energetically connected on some level for you to be here in this time with all of us together, watching this perfectly, right? Together. So I don't want you ever to be embarrassed. Like, we can only help you if we know what's going on. So how many of you are afraid to niche down and you want to serve everyone, right? And maybe you even can. Maybe it's true, like, that you could serve all women, or you could serve all affluent men, or all mothers, or whatever. That's true. However, as a marketing strategy, that's not effective, right? It's not as effective. It's going to cost you a lot more. It is going to be more time consuming, and it is not going to be as effective as if you niche down very specifically, right? And you claim that niche. So I'm going to give you an example. Who do you think makes more money, guys? Do you think that a general practitioner doctor or a neurosurgeon makes more money? Right? Obviously, a neurosurgeon is going to make more money than a general practitioner. In fact, what you may not know is they make on average 12 times more. 12 times more, because they decided that instead of specializing in the whole body, they're like, I'm going to just focus on the brain, right? I'm going to focus on the brain. Who do you think has more time on their hands, and or who has an easier go of it? Meaning, from a business perspective, if you're seeing the masses, you're going to have to see a lot of people. When you specialize, you can see, like, maybe a doctor, because I have several doctor clients, especially I work with a lot of holistic practitioners and healers. Sometimes they have 300-400 clients or patients, right? So they have 300 or 400 patients. Maybe a neurosurgeon only has 50 patients, but he's also so he has less of a load to carry, and he or she is making 12 times as much. Now think about this one. What if I said a neonatal neurosurgeon? Well, now we are getting even more niche. Who do you think makes more money, right? The neonatal neurosurgeon or the neurosurgeon? That's right, a neonatal neurosurgeon, right? Oh my gosh, this is starting to be a tongue twister here. Okay, so a neonatal, I'm gonna stop trying to even say it. That surgeon is gonna make more money, right? And they're, again, going to have probably less of a caseload than just a typical neurosurgeon. Now, if you niche down even further, and perhaps that neonatal neurosurgeon has a special procedure that maybe only he or she can do in the whole world, right? Now, all of a sudden, who do you think's making more money? And who do you think has, maybe they have more complex caseloads, but they've also become known as the specialist. They're in high demand. They are specialized in their industry. They're specialized in their niche. They're specialized in their clientele. So yeah, maybe they only do one surgery a week, whereas maybe a neurosurgeon does a surgery every day. Maybe they do one surgery a week or one surgery every 2 weeks, and they're making a lot more money. This is the same for your businesses. The more that you can specialize down, and as long as you have a market, right? I mean, if you all of a sudden say that you want to teach business to pygmy goat farmers, I can't help you, you do you. But as long as you have a market, you are going to be good to go, right? You're going to be good to go when you are marketing to those individuals in that niche. You will become the specialist. You will become the sharpshooter in that industry. So that is what I want you to think of as you go into your homework. Again, I want to repreface this because I see a lot more people have joined. You guys, as you join, right? As you join, I want you to, as you join this, I want to make sure that you reach the beginning of this. So go back and watch the beginning if you join midway through. If you're watching the replay, just put #replay and then follow along so that we know, because we're going to be, my team and I are going to be on this all day long following these threads, but we gave a lot of important information in the beginning. So in this workbook, I got it, Butterfingers here. All right, in this workbook, which you get, if you don't have this workbook, it's because you did not register properly or the techno gods are not smiling on you at marketing2millionaires.com. What I want you to do is I want you to go in and fill out this question, and I want you to submit your ideal affluent client profile in the homework thread. My team and I are going to be going through there, and we're going to be picking these suckers apart. I'm going to be like, nope, not niched enough. Nope, go further down. Tell me more about this. I really want to encourage you to do the homework because, again, by the end of this, when you've done all of the assignments, you will have a strategy and you will be able to go out and pull the trigger on this and go out and get jump started in marketing to affluent clients, right? It is the clarity that you are going to get is going to be so powerful for you for you to be able to hone your marketing, for you to be able to reach those people who need your services. So I really want you to do this homework. We're going to be back on at 10. Again, not all of the sessions are going to go this long. Most I'm going to keep to 30 minutes or less. And the reason for that is because I want to make sure you guys get through everything. This first one just went a little bit longer because of us giving you the instructions at the beginning. Also, if you are liking what you see, please let us know. Also, please go ahead and just go say, there's plenty of time, for people to still register. And we are doing a referral contest where you have the opportunity to win either a positioning workshop with me, which is coming up October 10th through 12th. I know several of you in here are going. I'm so excited for that. So we've got the positioning workshop. We are also going to be giving away a MacBook Air. I would show you what that looks like, but I'm on mine. I love it. And we are going to be giving away AirPods as well as, plus I always just throw in extra stuff. So if you want to invite people, by all means, please, please, please let them know. We want to reach as many people as humanly possible with this information because it's going to be such a game changer, not only for you, but for all entrepreneurs. So thank you so much. You guys, great first session. Get to your homework. My team and I are here for questions. Let us know what you need. And let us know what you need. And we are here to serve you. We are here to make this the most amazing experience for you possible. Please take advantage of doing the homework, getting our feedback, applying for a hot seat, all the things. Do all the things. Play full freaking out because we're coming here to help you. All right, guys, I will see you back here at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to go finish my celery juice. Mwah! See you soon.